President of the United States is one of the most powerful people on the planet. What better way to choose who the president should be than picking random categories out of a hat? That's what we're going with. And for this segment, we will be selecting a president, a vice president, a campaign manager, and of course, a wild card. James, I'll let you go first. Picking your president here.
All right,
big,
president.
Big pick.
Big, this is a big draw. This is a big
This is your
draw.
presidential candidate. We're going to be running against each other, so choose wisely.
All right. Anyone from the Hunger Games or Twilight?
Talk.
No. This is
President Snow, just
yeah.
a lot of allegories.
Yeah, where do I want to go? The guy with the
times.
experience, the guy, young or old, the question of today. Or Twilight.
Or Twilight. One of those shiny
Robert
vampires,
Pattinson?
werewolves.
Right?
Robert Pattinson, that's correct. Taylor Lautner, Bella, Kristen Stewart.
You know what? I'm going to go off the rules of today. The actual president could just be a figurehead. Doesn't... we're seeing with like Trump, just like as an archetype of a person. I'm going Robert Pattinson.
Robert Pattinson as Edward.
As Edward, because he's the looks, and I think that he's gonna galvanize the young people to vote, which I think is an important thing, and he's gonna be able to do it. The only way to get young people to vote is to have Robert Pattinson go on screen as Edward, and he's going to say, get out there to the booths, I don't care if it's raining, I don't care if it's cold, you gotta go vote. I think he's going to make it happen. And also, I'm feeling pretty good about my vice president can kind of be like the yin to his yang, maybe get some brains in there. We're going to need someone smarter at the vice presidency. But he's the perfect guy to just be like the figurehead, Just like a good-looking guy, shell him out there. He's good at reading lines. He's
going to stand out there and he's going to shine and sparkle in the sun. He is a vampire. He's a blood-sucking monster.
Which means
he
doesn't age.
What candidate
Which means he doesn't age.
It's true. He won't age.
What more progressive a person than someone who's always with the times?
He does look like he may look like he's 20, but he is actually like 100 or something. So he's got the wisdom.
The experience. He's seen it all. I like my pick.
Straight out of high school to the presidential campaign.
Yeah.
All right, my president. Any comedian, a lot to work with. Okay. Comedian in any sense, not like a stand-up, not like
just a comedian, a funny guy.
Okay. I'm gonna go with a guy who I've admired my entire life. It's a guy sitting right on this desk, a man named Seth Meyers.
You didn't pick Dave Chappelle?
No, Dave Chappelle, it didn't cross my mind. This guy, Seth Meyers, right here. He's my dude. SNL all those years, and I've watched his Closer Look segment on his late night show a lot. He has a lot of opinions. He's a smart guy. Yeah. Politically well-versed.
Yeah.
Exactly. He's a charismatic. He's a great speaker. I think he's going to crush it in these debates against Edward Cullen. I'm feeling great. Seth Meyers.
He's not a presidential look, I will
Seth
say.
for president? Can we get behind this? Can we tweet this,
Can we
people?
make this happen? I think he's got a presidential look. I think he's got that face that you trust.
He's a white guy?
Yeah, he's got that middle-aged white guy look. Yeah,
something about these two
Something
guys
about him makes him seem like every other president we've had except for a couple. No, like he literally looks like your quintessential like suit and tie guy. I'm not mad about that for you. All right, vice president. I think this is the most underrated pick of this entire thing. This is gonna be the guy in my Robert Pattinson's ear that is the wisdom. He's gonna tell him what really is good for the world. And we're picking from any recurring commercial actor. You can't. No, we did this last time.
I wanted to get back at you.
We did this last time.
All right, fine. Go
we
again.
did this last time.
I wanted to get back at you for putting me in such a rough spot. I thought I could trap you there, but
you know what?
If you want to pass on it.
You know what? You know what you didn't. You know where you messed up. You didn't say not to pick the AT&T girl, and I'm picking the AT&T girl. She's my vice president. She is my vice president because I'm gonna have the best looking president, vice president of all time. And the way that she explains these plans, these AT&T plans, and there's this commercial. I'm so excited to tell people about this new AT&T 5G plan. Man, she's excited to inform people about the cold hard facts of what she wants to convey. She's a good speaker. She knows how to read off a prompter. She knows that's half of being of a politician, right? And she's a goodwill person that I think have the people in mind. She is the people's vice president. Another person's gonna get the young people like you to vote. And I know for a fact that if the AT&T girl was a vice president, and Robert Pattinson was the president, that every young male and female is going to vote. And that is the name of the game.
AT&T Girl and Edward Cullen, you're gonna need a hell of a campaign manager if these are the brains of your organization.
I'm like in my youth, we have a very progressive duo right here that I think has seen a lot, been doing a lot of things. Also, telecom is gonna be in a great place now that I have a great person who cares about.
I think that all the young men voters are going to be very happy about the AT&T Girl. All the young women voters are going to be very happy about Edward Cullen. I think that you've won the hearts of a generation.
Listen, if every young liberal voted, if this show us out, if every young liberal voted, I'm just saying. All right, go on.
My vice president to Mr. Seth Meyers is any That 70s Show character. This is interesting.
I gave you a good one. This is funny.
No, yeah, because I could pick like Cheech or Chong or whichever it was, but
don't pick Red Foreman.
Red Foreman. I can't go with Eric, too much of a nerd. Can't go with Kelso, too dumb.
Really?
I'm gonna
go. You can't do Fez. I don't think he was born in this country.
Fez, not an American citizen, unfortunately. I'm gonna go with a man that's gonna set this country on the right track. The revolution is now. Hyde. Stephen Hyde for vice president.
Didn't he get canceled? No, your pick is your pick. Tell me why you think Hyde's gonna run this country.
Now that I think about it, he did get canceled. But this is the card says
this is that
any That 70s Show character.
This is That 70s
Not Danny
Show
Masterson. It's Stephen Hyde.
Okay,
Stephen Hyde doesn't trust the government. Big fan of marijuana. Big fan of the anti-establishment. He's gonna take it down from the inside, like he always said he would. Him and Seth Meyers. Seth Meyers pushing the country in the right direction. Stephen Hyde tearing down all the right things, sticking it to the man.
I will say I like this pick as the Ron Swanson of like the infiltrator. He's gonna take it down like you said from the inside. Hey, you know what? If you got a good mixture, you got the suit and tie Seth Meyers. Very much going to get the vote of the suburban.
He's politically minded. When Gerald Ford came to town, he was like, we got a moon in the sky. We got to get out there and streak.
He is an activist. Let's be honest. How much is That 70s Show Hyde different from like Bernie Sanders?
He might be a felon. He might be a convicted. He did get arrested for drug charges in the show. So gray area for if he is eligible, but he's on the ballot.
Listen, I think he's the edge. He might be the edge you need. You need an edgy guy. He'll be the one taking on the debates. All right, so my campaign manager. For me, this is huge because I got two people with no political background at all, no political know-how. Great people you want to have a beer with, which in this country goes a long way, unfortunately. But we need something to put it all together. Any character from an animated Disney film. I don't want to take too much time here.
Hot topic.
But I think that there's a lot of
animated films. There's all of Pixar and all of the old animated ones.
I mean, dude, do we have 30 minutes? Because I don't want to make a quick pick here and forget about someone. There's so much to choose from. But you know what? I'm going animated. I'm going Pixar.
It needs to be a mastermind,
Needs to be a mastermind. And that mastermind is Frozone. Ooh. I'm going with Frozone. Because Frozone he's always been the logic. He's always been the guy who holds Mr. Incredible down, puts him off his pedestal, keeps him in a logical mindset. This is the guy I need. This is the adult. This is the guy who goes to Robert Pattinson, goes to AT&T Girl, and this makes it all make sense. Hey guys, let's come up with a real plan. Let's bring up real facts and bring up real issues. He is that guy. Also, I think minority representation, we got it all. We got it all. And I think that's an important thing. It's a great thing. This team is coming together in so many different ways.
I like him as the mastermind for you because I think he definitely has more of a brains than I've seen Edward Cullen have. I don't know AT&T Girl very well, but Frozone, I worry too much that his wife, Honey, if she's gonna be pulling him away from the campaign trail. Honey, where is my regular suit?
Yeah. Where's my suit? Where are any of my suits?
I have to go to work sometimes.
It's gonna be great. He's a real adult with real adult problems. He's been through it all.
He's got so many great one-liners in that movie. He could write a killer speech.
He's also saved the world.
Yeah,
he has literally saved the world. What better guy to run to
have his endorsement?
Yeah, to the guy who saved the world.
All right,
quite literally.
I've got my Myers Hyde ticket, and running my campaign for those two guys is going to be any New Girl character. That's interesting.
Yeah, that's the one I thought you would like. That's
Hell
the one
yeah,
I thought you would like.
I'm a New Girl fan. The middle of a rewatch, great show. I mean, in the apartment you have Jess, Nick, Schmidt, and Winston, and Coach, and CC on the side. Winston would have been good for the wild card because Winston is like the archetype of a wild card.
He's not going to manage shit though.
Part of me wants to go Nick Miller just to go fully like anti-establishment. But for my campaign manager, I'm gonna go with Schmidt. Schmidt is the most
That's the right
high maintenance, tinker like
he's gonna make your candidates are gonna look good.
He's like maybe the biggest tryhard of all time. I do have like 3 straight white men running this campaign so far, which is less than ideal. But I think that Schmidt.
You could have seen that.
Schmidt's a cheeky guy that's gonna capture the hearts of a nation with these speeches.
Yeah, no, he puts the ribbon, he puts the bow on the present, you know what I mean? He makes everything look good. He's gonna look at your candidates, he's gonna give them a makeover, he's gonna have them be the best version of themselves. I think this is a great pick. I will say, I think you would get jealous of the power. I think he would want to be the president, but I think it's a great pick. I think they're gonna look pretty, they're gonna sound great.
Yeah.
There you go. That's all you need from a campaign manager. Now, wild card. Wild
card can bring anything to a campaign. You can be the guy
this is the flex guy.
This guy. You can put him in any position. He can plan the rallies. He can help write the speeches. He can help. He can be the Secretary of State, whatever the hell you want.
Yeah, I'm hoping this is going to be NBA player. It could be Draymond Green. So I just need someone who can do it all, but isn't going to get in the way. Because right now we got Robert Pattinson, an AT&T girl, and being managed by Frozone. I don't want to mess with that too much. I just want someone who sprinkle in that, the extra little gusto that we need. Any NFL starting quarterback.
Would have been pretty to have Tom Brady as the face of an election.
Now, wild card. So this is, this guy could be doing endorsements. He could be the guys in the campaign video that is putting. So this can be a huge thing. And I'm looking at my choices here. Any NFL starter. Now you're gonna question this pick. And this is actually only valid as of this week. I'm picking Nick Foles. You know why?
Because Nick.
Those are 3 reasons, but my big reason, even bigger than Nick, is that I'm pretty confident we can get to the point of being in contention. I'm pretty confident that we're going to get to the place where we have a really great shot. But I need that guy to put us over the edge.
Someone that's got the magic factor.
I need the guy who's going to have the magic on his side, who when you're in that moment, when it's all on the line, when it's November 2nd, when it's the debates, when it's those big moments, I need this guy to come up big. You know who's bigger than Nick? Huh?
Nobody's bigger than
Nobody's bigger than Nick.
He's gonna drop some Philly special that's gonna turn the tide of this campaign.
It's gonna be amazing, and I think you combine his quarterback mind with Frozone's mind, and we're gonna run off some sick campaign videos, some kind of crazy plans. And combine that with the 2 people that are kind of at the helm. The people that you'll see on Instagram with ads. AT&T girl, Robert Pattinson, brought to you by Frozone. Finished with Nick Foles. We're winning this election.
All right. Campaign manager for my guys, the wild card for my guys, Myers and Hyde. Campaign manager, already been done. Any sports movies villain. The bad guy from any sports movie is my wild card. Let me rack my brain real quick. I remember.
Mighty Ducks. You have.
I'm thinking about like the Karate Kid.
Karate Kid.
Some more sports movies. Who are the bad guys in sports movies? Ooh. You know who it's gonna be?
Yeah.
Mr. T from Rocky 3. Mr. T bad guy. He's gonna come out there throwing punches. I pity the fool that doesn't vote for Seth Myers.
He's a great wild card.
I pity the fool that doesn't vote for Seth Myers and Stephen Hyde.
It's a good one.
He talked Rocky into that fight. Rocky didn't want to fight him. He showed up there and he just challenged him. He's gonna be the guy I have on Twitter that's making all these hot takes. That's gonna be making all these controversies. He's gonna
get people talking.
Mr. T is gonna spread the fake news for me. He's gonna be the one that rigs this election for me when he's just doing all the talking, doing all the trash talking.
No, 100%. And I think when the election isn't looking good, that's when Mr. T comes on for the greatest motivational speech to bring it all back. Like he's the guy who's gonna galvanize the group, and that's from a wild card standpoint. That's really all you need in this presidential setting.
All right, so let's picture the 2020-2024 ticket, whatever the ticket is. On one side, you've got President Seth Meyers, Vice President Stephen Hyde. Other side, you've got
President Pattinson.
Which
rolls off the
Edward
tongue.
Cullen, and AT&T Girl. Campaign managers, Frozone versus Schmidt, Battle of the Minds. And our wild cards, I've got my guy, what did I just say?
You got your guy, Mr. T.
Mr. T.
He pities the fool that forgets that he picked. He literally picked him. But yeah, I'm liking my team, and I think it's because I'm gonna get the young people to vote, and if every liberal in this country voted, then every liberal candidate would win. So the way that I'm running, I'm feeling really good about galvanizing all the possible votes together. That aside, I got such a great line in Frozone. This guy saved the world a million times. If you can keep Mr. Incredible grounded, you can keep Robert Pattinson, the AT&T Girl grounded, and we're gonna have a great plan going into this. On top of all of that, I think I got a great wild card. I think I got someone who has the magic in the palm of his hands that can leash it at any point. When it comes to that last, from Super Tuesday on, Big Dick Nick is gonna come in, full effect. I don't know. I don't see a way that I lose.
I do see a way that you lose. I see that I'm getting back at you because whoever watched the zombie apocalypse out of a hat knows that I got screwed on the last question. My wild card had to be a recurring commercial character, and it basically sunk my team any chance I had. So I had to throw it back at James. The AT&T Girl is your vice president.
It's a great vice president.
Purely off looks.
It's a great vice president.
Purely off looks.
That's not true at all. I explained that's true for you and your perception of her, but for me.
Oh, you know her as a person. You really know her intelligence.
She conveys the cold, hard facts, and she cares about if you care about the customer is the people, and she has the people in mind.
Okay, well, you know what I have on my team, which I haven't talked about much. I've been saving it. I have Seth Meyers. Seth Meyers is a political mind, charismatic, funny. He spoke at the White House press conference dinner when Obama was president. He's a funny guy. He knows the issues. He can out-debate anyone in the room. And Vice President Stephen Hyde, he's a radical. The young voters love that. He's going to be implementing all these changes. No one fights the establishment like Stephen Hyde. The Myers-Hyde ticket is going to outmatch the Cullen AT&T Girl ticket.
Here's my point. A house divided against itself will not stand. Hyde and Seth Meyers, it's going to be this. It's going to be butting heads. They're not going to agree
They
at
both
all.
definitely lean left.
No, but they're going to be butting heads in the way that they want to do things. One's radical, one's reasonable. I don't know if it's gonna work out. Plus, a guy who's good at debates, a guy who's politically know-how. So what? You got the SNL Ben Shapiro. Good for you. I got real people. I got a good base in I think Frozone is honestly what puts me over. I think Frozone is the guy how you not
I think
gonna vote?
Frozone is the only piece of this that makes a little bit of sense. He's not Frozone. Wasn't regarded as a genius mastermind. He's just a cool guy. I think that's what you have. I have Schmidt, who is a tinkerer. He's meticulous, and he's running the campaign for, again, Seth Meyers, one of the most likable people in the world, and Stephen Hyde, who people are going to believe in to make change.
So I think this is our closest matchup yet. I think the teams that we drafted. I'm feeling pretty confident in my team, but I do think it's a toss-up.
I don't think it's a toss-up. I think that the people are going to show that I really ran away with this. I don't think it's close. Seth Meyers for president. It needs to happen in the show, in real life. We need you to vote.
You need to let us know, Ashley. You really do need to vote and tell us, are you gonna let these two win? Are you gonna let these two white guys win?
This is what America needs, people.
Oh my god.
This is what America needs.
This is America's had. Anyways, let us know. We're gonna have a poll, and so this will be mentioned next show.
Hell yeah. Go out and vote for us, and then go out and vote in the real election. This one's a little more important, but we need you to vote.